Hi everyone, I'm Lane from English Made Easy. Here's another easy and interesting way for you to improve your English. Today's lesson is on vocabulary building, and I have a fun game to help you with it. You do love games, don't you? We all do. All you will need is a pen and a book. Then listen carefully to what I tell you to do. I will begin with something easy and it will get slightly harder as we proceed. Are you ready? Shall we begin? Okay, so the first thing I want you to do is to write two words that start with the letter T. The letter T. Any two words. They could be nouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, anything you like. Start. I will write two words too and I will show them to you. You write your two words and I will write my two words. These are my words, tiger and tin. Tiger and tin. Now that was the easiest of all. Let's try something slightly harder. Now write two words that start with TH. TH. I'm sure you're done by now. Here are my words. Thunder and thumb. Thunder and thumb. Okay, now let's go to something slightly harder. Not much, just slightly. Now write two words that end with the letter D. Write two words that end with D. Start. These are my words. Sad and friend. Sad and friend. Now I'm going to make it a little bit harder. Okay? Write two words that end with AD. Not just D, but AD. Start. Did you get that? I'm sure it made you think a little bit. These are my words. Okay? Dead and thread. Dead and thread. Fine? Let's continue. Let's try something slightly more complicated. Write any two words that have the letters O-U. O-U. But O and U have to be close together in the word. You should not start the word with OU or end the word with OU. It can be anywhere in the middle, but together. Start. See what I got. Soup and thought. Soup and thought. I hope you managed to think of some words too. Okay, now let's proceed and see how you fare. There's one rule though. Do not use the same word more than once. That's just to make it a little more hard for you. Okay? Don't use the same word more than once. Now, listen carefully to what you have to do next. Start a word with T and end it with D. Start with T and end with D. Just one word. Start with T and end with D. A small word, a big word, anything you can think of. Here's what I came up with. Trend. I started with T and I ended with D. Trend. Now I'm going to make it slightly more complicated. Start your next word, one word. Start your next word with TH and end it with AD. Start your word with TH and end it with AD. Let's see if you can do that. Did you manage that? That's my word. Thread. Thread. I started with TH and I ended with AD. Okay? How's it going so far? Getting harder? Come on. Let's try. Let's have fun while we do this. Here's something a little more exciting, which might take a little more thinking. Are you ready? Think of a word that has OU in it, like you did the previous time. But it is the past tense of a word that means to take part in a violent struggle involving the exchange of physical blows or the use of weapons. So the meaning of the word is to take part in a violent struggle involving the exchange of physical blows or the use of weapons. And the word has to have O and U in it. What's the word? Let's see if you thought of the word. Fought. The word is fought. What does fought mean? See, fought has O and U in it, and fought means to take part in a violent struggle involving the exchange of physical blows or the use of weapons. Now I'm going to end today's vocabulary lesson, which I hope you enjoyed a lot, and I hope, even though you had fun doing this, you have learned from it. Let me end with a final question for you. Make a sentence that rhymes with the word fought. Find any word that rhymes with fought and make a sentence with it. I don't think it could be that hard. Do you want to know what I thought of? My word is caught. So I have to find a word that rhymes with fought. That means it has the same sound as fought. My word is caught. Caught rhymes with fought. What is caught? It's the past tense of the verb catch. To catch something. Caught. And now I have to make a sentence with the word caught. The policeman caught the robber. Simple. You do the same. Find any word that rhymes with fought and make a sentence with it. I hope that today's lesson made you think a bit and helped you to improve your vocabulary. And I also hope you had fun doing so. I'm going to end now and I'll see you soon. Until then, take care. Cheerio.